Is the Hero X Pulse 200 the best budget trail bike in India? I think it is. I bought it and I am absolutely enjoying it. And I am sharing the latest ride experience on it. Stay with me. Hello, I am Bosky and this is the Art of Unwinding channel. In this channel, I share my motorcycling experiences both on and off the motorcycle, which can help make your motorcycling experiences better. So please consider subscribing so that you can stay updated on my content. And thank you so much for being here watching this video. Today's video is about a trail ride I went on with my X-Pulse. And with each ride I do on it, the more I am convinced that this is the best off-road budget motorcycle available in India. This is what trail riding is all about. Need the right motorcycle for it, and the X-Pulse is absolutely the right motorcycle. Light, nimble, good enough, adequate power for what I want to do with it. Yes, we all wish we had more power, more top speed, more grunt, more torque, more horsepower. Nah, I think this is perfectly good. I don't need anything else and I'm very happy with this purchase. All these things I'm doing now is possible only because of the X-Pulse. I did try all this on the Himalayan, ended up putting myself through a whole lot of pain and strain. That bike is big and heavy and not really meant for this. Yes, it is a pain getting from home, then on the highway to places like this. Once we are here on these small roads, it more than makes up for that lack of performance on the highway. This is the fun about the X-Pulse. And that's what I enjoy the most, a little bit of flat dirt. Open the throttle a little bit and have a little fun. I think I'll buy a pickup truck, load up 2 X-Pulses on it, dirt down, and I drive up in air-conditioned comfort to the start of the trail. Get the bikes down, enjoy the trail, put them back, ride back to Bangalore in air-conditioned comfort. That could be a good thing to do. This trail seems to have been leveled recently. I don't know if we'll end up getting a tar road here very soon. Until that happens, let's have a good time on this. Elephant dung, dried up. That's a lot of elephant dung, probably last 2-3 days back. I'm no hunter, but looking at how it's kind of dispersed and melted, it's probably 2-3 days ago. This is the best part about this motorcycle. Can be relatively fearless, push it around. Somebody with average skills like me can have fun and pull it out of a bit of trouble without too much tension. Of course, I'm not going to push myself crazily, go to the limit and struggle and suffer. It is exciting, but I'm not ready to put myself through that yet. This road going off into this, shall we go check it out?
Oh, check it out.
Yeah, check it out. Let's see where this goes. It'll probably lead to a lake and dead end, maybe. Where are we going, Dirt Dawn?
Going too adventurous.
That's all elephants' work. Okay, in the interest of safety, we are going back so that we can be back here another day and do this again. Okay, let's try this road now. This is supposed to go to the temple. Take a look and see. Come. Up to that turn. If it continues like this, we'll abandon the project. Dirt Dawn. Giving it a good look. Okay, Dirt Dawn is waiting for me. Let's get up this hill. I hope this goes to the temple. This is exactly what I signed up for when I bought the Xpulse. Going up is easy. This is steep, very steep. In first gear, going up. If I can't get it down, Dirt Dawn is going to ride it down for me. It's as simple as that. That's some real bad roads. Not a road, sorry. It's a bad track. Trail. Looks like we have reached some kind of a point. No, we haven't. We still have some way to go. Let's go. Bosky, what are you getting yourself into? Let's see. I wonder where this road goes to. Just going on and on and on. It was just supposed to get to the hilltop and stop at a temple. I guess we'll find out in a minute or two. Hopefully. The road is still climbing. First gear. Struggling. Struggling in first gear. Oh yeah, finally. There is. There is the temple. Okay.
Too good, man. One of the best trails I've done so far.
Where is this going?
It is going all along the hills. You can see. Have breakfast here.
Yeah, we made it to the temple, so let's have breakfast here. Unfortunately, there's so much of garbage here, plastic waste. Why? That is the price we pay. Let's see how I can manage the downhill as easily as I manage the uphill. If I can get uphill, I can go downhill. This is the easy part. There's some pretty steep sections coming up. Like I said, while I enjoy dirt riding, off-road trail riding, I'm a kind of a beginner. But that doesn't take away any fun. Beginner, novice, intermediate, expert, doesn't matter. We can all have fun in our own little ways. I truly like the Xpulse. The huge positives are the purchase cost, the maintenance cost, the weight, and the suspension. If there is one motorcycle in India that can really explore single track trails, it is the Xpulse. If you enjoy trail and dirt track riding, I am convinced that this motorcycle will deliver a lot of joy and happiness. At 1.49 lakhs on-road Bangalore, It is a bargain for the kind of suspension and off-road handling it offers. Besides, if you break something on it, it is dirt cheap to fix. No tension, no alarm. For city commuting and trail riding, this is the perfect motorcycle. And like all things, there are a few negatives and annoying bits. The negatives are poor highway performance and an unrefined engine. These, however, we can get used to and get on with doing what this motorcycle is designed for. The annoying bits are really annoying. There are three. The third most annoying thing is the gear shift indicator. It displays the gear only when the clutch is fully engaged, meaning when I come to a stop, pull in the clutch, the display displays a dash. So I don't know what gear it is in. To find out, I have to let the clutch fully out. And if I'm in the wrong gear, I stall it. Yes, in a few hundred kilometers, I'll get used to it and I'll know which gear the motorcycle is in. However, I wonder what is the purpose of the indicator the way it is functioning now. The second most annoying thing is this high frequency vibrations from 6500 RPM onwards. The tank starts to buzz, then the handlebar joins in, and then the foot pegs joins in chorus. It's so terrible that numbness creeps in, and to avoid this I have to stay below 70 kilometers per hour. This is annoying because as it is, the motorcycle doesn't have any highway performance, and on top of this, if 70 is the limit, it gets a bit tiring. And finally, the most annoying thing is the rear rack. It's so terribly designed that there are no clear points to hook up a bungee. Every time I have to tie down a bag or a pack, I have to twist and root the bungee like Chinese noodles before I can secure the bag. The rear rack is 100% design and 0% function. I hope I can find a suitable aftermarket solution. The bottom line is, it's a great trail and off-road motorcycle. That's it for today. If you enjoyed what you have seen and heard, please hit the like button. Till next time, happy and safe motorcycling.